Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is also podcast Vanderpump Rules, the new class edition, season 12, episode 8. This was the best episode of the season, in my opinion.
I had a good time.
I loved it. I loved everyone, I think.
You know what I'm learning? I think this group just needs to be permanently on vacation.
Yeah, they can't work. These people cannot work.
No.
Okay, before we get into why we love this episode so much, check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Patreon. All the links are in our description. Plus, please be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. Okay, let's do it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Wait, can I say something first?
Absolutely.
This episode got me to a point where I had to pause because I was laughing so hard.
I was giggling.
I hope we have the same moment. I mean, I was giggling throughout, but there was one moment I couldn't breathe. Like out loud, I was like, that's the funniest thing that's happened.
I can't wait to hear the first moment where you, or no, I guess maybe not first, but the biggest moment
when we giggle. Yeah.
Where you were like, oh my God, this is an amazing episode. Because I know where mine hit. And I was like, wait, I'm so mad that I like this person right now. And I think I'm going to have to give them.
Is it the same person?
I don't know, but I'm going to have to give them my accepted because they really won me over.
I know.
Not the real reasons that we pick people.
I don't know if I got won over, but there was one person that constantly was making me crack up.
I think it's the same person.
I think it's the same person. Okay, so previously on Vanderpump Rules, the new class. This is the future of SUR, this new class here.
But okay.
We celebrated Lisa's 20th anniversary with SUR, but not SUR's 20th anniversary. Venus is beefing with Marcus and Kim, and they're not friends. Natalie and Kim are still fighting about Marcus being a dick. We're co-hosting this women and wine event, and all these idiots are going to work it. Chris and Audrey got the couple sweep, but Audrey's nervous about the future of her and Chris. Angelica, Demy, and Kim found Chris and Jason's OnlyFans, where they were oiling up with their saggy balls. So...
Good God.
Let's get into it. So we open up in Paso Robles in this house. Demy is scarred from watching this OnlyFans video. She needs a shot ASAP.
She's like, Kim, get on it. I need liquor in my body so bad I can't wait on you anymore.
Yeah. None of them knows if Audrey knows how intense this OnlyFans is. And they say it's incest, but I have a hard time believing there is actual... I think we're crossing a line. I don't know if it can be defined as incest because I haven't watched.
Okay, and I won't watch.
I won't.
But I need somebody to watch it for me.
Describe it to me.
And I will tell them, I don't need them to describe it to me. I want to give them levels of what I believe things are, and it's like a thermometer. Tell me when we reach certain points.
They're naked in the same room. They look at each other naked in the same room. Like, we just keep moving up into weird family dynamics.
They touch private parts of each other?
Are they naked but touching arms or something G-rated?
Yeah.
That's also weird, but we're not an incest.
But not an incest. Like, when is the incest meter hitting its peak?
Yes, I have to know how much incest we got
inappropriate family dynamics to incest. Where are we?
Where are we? So we're drinking, we're making dinner. Angelica, Demy, and Kim are the most miserable people to be around.
But the thing is,
they're so funny.
Being miserable.
I didn't like my thing is Demy throughout this whole episode, I just say is so miserable. She's the one. She cracks me up though. Her misery.
She's yours? Oh, she's
her
not
misery
mine.
Cracked me up.
I did enjoy her especially
misery,
her cooking.
Her misery was so well done. I was like, I believe she has never been in a worse position. Every time she is in a new scene, I go, this is the moment she's been the most miserable. And I'm like, no, it's this.
No, she's more miserable now.
I can't even believe.
Okay, but you know how sometimes like a mom is like annoyed with her kids, but she loves being annoyed with her kids?
Yeah. That's kind of Demy.
She likes being included by being pissed off at everybody.
Just know, as this trip goes on, Demy keeps getting more miserable, which was racking me up. Anyway, Angelica says she just misses being ignorant about this whole OnlyFans scenario, and she dodged a bullet.
Me too.
And Demy is really rude to Jason when she's cooking those mushrooms because she just can't look at him the same. She doesn't want to think about him being oiled.
Okay, he was annoying. Like, if somebody's cooking and you're just drinking and having fun, you don't need to be, chef's table up in their grill.
Really mean.
But, like, also, rude. It's not that big of a deal that he was like, do you have any oil or water in that pan? Well, how are you cooking these? I'm curious. What's going on here?
It was even just like, he would be like, hey, do you have oil or water in this pan? And she would be like, get the fuck out of my face. And he'd be like, whoa.
He's like,
whoa.
That's the thing. It was like an overreaction. And then I get not wanting people in the kitchen. It's like, get out of here. She's the mom. She's like, get out of my kitchen. I want to cook.
But it was like,
but it's not because of that. It's because she saw him maybe be incestual with his cousin.
I know, but she's like, and he doesn't know is the thing. So he's just like, what the fuck?
It's that. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry I asked about how many mushrooms you had in the pan.
Yeah. And then Demy is like, these people need to know that we're on a work trip, so we're working. And I was like,
the way everybody else is like, damn, you can't take the manager out of Demy. Like, we're here to have fun. And then it's like, actually, they are on a work trip.
They are on a work trip.
but we're not on work hours. So, like, lighten up. You're not my manager at this present moment.
So miserable. Even Chris is like, she's the most miserable person I've ever met. And I'm like, that is what I've been saying all season.
Absolutely.
Okay, so then Kim and Natalie are curious about, like, they're not curious, cautious with each other at this point. They're just feeling each other out. Like, but everyone's having a really good time. Shane asks Angelica to come to, like, the hot tub because she's being a little reserved right now. They agree they're both socially drained. But then Angelica is like, I don't know, I'm just, like, pretty grossed out around the cousins and like Audrey at this point.
She says that.
She's
like,
just
grow the fuck up. I find it weird, but they don't gross me out as human beings.
It's like, first of all, no one knows what you're talking about. So you saying I'm grossed out by these humans is you're being
She's
mean,
degrading
girl.
them without anybody knowing like why.
Second of all, you're doing it to one of their friends, which like makes you look worse. And third of all, even if you are disgusted by the OnlyFans and the potential incest and like whatever else the fuck is happening, you can just be cordial to and about that.
Like, they are humans at the end of the day, so you can treat them with some humanity.
Incest or not, they are humans.
That is like, even if I knew you kissed your cousin, I can still say hi when you walk into the door, though.
Don't dare put that on me.
I'm so sorry. I mean the audience. Not you.
Yeah, not me directly.
I didn't mean you at all.
I don't even hug my cousins.
But like, I can, when somebody walks in the door, I can say hi to them no matter if they've kissed their cousin or not.
You don't have to scowl.
No, because it's none of my business and I don't want to think about it. So like, I'm not going to keep this top of mind for me. I'm just going to let you do your thing in private.
Angelica's so annoying, dude. I've said it. I'm done.
It's that if she has a problem, she has to make it everybody's problem.
Everyone's
She
thing.
needs everybody to be on her team. And it's like, why do we need teams about their OnlyFans account? I don't care.
I don't care. Listen, they're making a shit ton of money and you don't even have health insurance to pay for your MRI or x-rays or whatever you got. So calm down. No?
Sounds like you're a little jealous of the kissing cousins.
They can pay their bills. Can you pay yours? Calm down. Who's living with their ex right now and who's really in a nice place in Marina Del Rey? Let's think about it. Incest or not, they are making bank. So
true.
You know?
So what you're saying is incest pays.
Incest sometimes pays, I guess. If you're hot male cousins. Which won't be a problem for me, thank God. Goodbye.
I'm not dating them, so I don't care.
That's the thing. For TV, this incest thing is so intriguing, let me tell you.
I'm wondering how many downloads they're or like how many, I don't know how OnlyFans works, so I don't know if it's like a one-time content purchase. If it's, to me, it's like Patreon. Like, I'm sure there are like monthly subscribers, and then I wonder if you can do like a per content piece. I wonder how many content downloads or views that incest piece has now.
They made bank off of it.
Well, Angelica's promoting the hell out of this video.
Yeah, their biggest fan is Angelica at this point.
She might as well wear a shirt. Head of PR for the kissing cousins.
For the kissing cousins. Okay, but she tells Shane she's physically ill about the kissing cousins, and Shane is like
overreaction.
Shane's like, crazy. Why? And Angelica's like, I saw on their OnlyFans they were oiling each other up and spreading their butts. The way she says it is so childlike. She's like, they were spreading butts.
Which all I want to say is because I'm so down the rabbit hole of heated rivalry, hearing about butt play so normalized.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
Because they're cousins, we're getting higher on our incest thermometer.
Yeah.
But the act of just spreading butt cheeks, not weird.
Listen, can I tell you, I don't read a lot of, I hate like family dynamic, like weird family dynamics, but let me tell you, there are some book talk books that I have not read and probably never will, where so scared. It gets freaky amongst the brothers sometimes, you know?
Why?
So
why?
But wait,
why?
my whole point is, you can't scare book talk girls, okay? You cannot scare them. You're like, they're oiling up and spreading butts, and the book talk girls are like, that's Tuesday for me.
Well, I hate that you just said that, but and also, if you're a writer writing weird sibling dynamics, please stop.
Please stop.
You said, Alicia, like, this is their friend, so like, unless you're actually giving real details about how they're like sucking each other off, this is weird to say to somebody's friend, and like. Yeah. You either gotta like go with it and say it out loud, or stop being vague and weird and just saying you're grossed out and there's butt cheeks being spread. What are we talking about?
Because then Shane is like, I don't think so. I think you're wrong. And then Shane's also like, hey, they make a lot of money, so if they want to oil up and spread butts, it's not for me to judge.
No, I give them no shame. I'm just not a viewer. This isn't my content. But hey, I'm not your audience.
A little shame if they're actually kissing each other, because I don't love that.
Yeah.
There's actual incest.
No.
But for
just
the
OnlyFans,
never.
I don't care.
Rock out. So then Shane's like, hey, let me tell you a story that might disgust you with me. And I
was like, no,
let me take notes. Let me take notes for my book that I'm going to write, or my movie where I'm writing.
I'm sorry. We're not writing anything about this into our book.
Well, it wasn't, I mean, it was weird, but as far as like kissing cousins, this was on the
But when he first said,
he was going to give us
let me tell you about something that may make you feel weird. I said, Shane, do not ruin yourself in my eyes.
Shane's kissing his cousin too.
Shane, shut your mouth.
So Shane says when he was a teenager, his cousin brought his girlfriend into the room to teach him how to make a woman. And then Angelica interrupts. And I was like, no, Angelica, let us finish the sentence.
I was like, actually, he's about to say something that makes it a lot less weird.
Yeah. How to make a woman. And Angelica's like, oh, gross, yuck, your cousin? And Shane's like, I wasn't hooking up with my cousin. It was my cousin's girlfriend, which is super weird. The fact that he was a teenager is super weird, dude.
But the thing is like, I find it less weird, you being an observer of sex, than I thought he was going to say that his cousin, and the girlfriend had a threesome. So like, I'm like, oh, you're just watching?
Wait. I took it as weirder than you.
Oh.
This is why Angelica shouldn't have interrupted him. I thought the cousin was like, here's my girlfriend, hook up with her, and then she'll teach you what to do.
I thought the cousin is like, hey, I'm going to show you how to make a girl come. Like, I will go down on her, and you can watch.
No, and you know what we call this? Creative freedom. However you want to take this is how you could take it. I took it weirder. I did. So you think
Shane and the girlfriend are hooking up?
Hooked up, and she was like, "This is what you do."
And the cousin's like coaching from behind.
I don't even know if the cousin was. In my mind, the cousin was just like, "Drop my girlfriend off. I'll be outside." Maybe, yeah. Yours sounds more real. Well,
I don't know.
I want to watch my cousin have sex. Which one's worse? I'm not sure which one is worse.
I love how I was like, oh, obviously this, and you were like, no.
I don't know. It's weird in both. He wasn't hooking up with the cousin.
It's not incestual. We're at the bottom of the thermometer. Weird family dynamics.
It's weird.
It's below the kissing cousins.
It's below incest.
More than I want to do.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, to make it clear, this has never made my bucket list item. Either scenario. I'm actually thinking about it. Don't know which is weirder, yours or mine. I think yours is a little weirder.
I think mine is weirder, but I weirdly understand it more. Not that I think it's okay.
But it'd be weird for the girlfriend to then go back to the cousin. That's weird.
Wait, in your instance.
In my instance, to be like, all right, I'm done with
I agree.
I'm done with Shane. You and me,
like,
babe.
for the girlfriend, I feel like it's a little less weird to have her boyfriend getting her off and somebody watching than to have to hook up with their
But for the cousins, that's the weirder scenario.
Correct, because they're in it together.
So I guess it depends on who you are in this scenario. Are you Shane? Are you his cousin? Or are you the girlfriend? It depends. Okay.
Nightmare for me in all places.
Great. So then Angelica's like, oh my God, incest. And Shane's like, well, it's not incest. It was just, I wasn't hooking up with my cousin.
Yeah.
And Angelica's
that
like,
we know is clear.
Angelica's like, I guess you weren't spreading your cousin's ass and lubing it up. So that's fine. And Shane's like, listen, I don't really believe it. I'm going to stick with my boys. And Angelica's like, fine. And then Shane tells us, the audience, that he doesn't think Angelica knows the consequences of spreading rumors and how it's going to backfire back on her. And these two men are both very well liked. And she's kind of a new girl. So I don't.
The one thing I will say is if they are oiling up and spreading cheeks, it's not a rumor if it is true. But no matter if it's true or false, either way, they are well liked in this group, and she's not going about this in a way that will benefit her and her dynamic with the group.
Can I say, though, here's where I doubt that it is incest. I think it's weird, but I doubt incest because they come from a New Jersey Italian family where I would guess homosexuality already is kind of a no-go.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine we're going to have two men related to each other and they're going to be like, this is a good idea. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Because if they were willing to do, like, I'm going to say, like, somewhat gay or queer content, I just think that they would find somebody else to do it with, not their cousin.
I think they would too. Because now this can get out, and then how awkward are your family holidays, you know?
Yeah, and also, I'm really just hoping, if we don't get this resolved by the end of these actual regular episodes, I really hope Andy asks what was done, and so somebody can tell me.
This is the journalism I need. Yes.
Yeah, like Andy, I know they've already filmed this, but Andy, I hope you can hear me from the past asking this question.
Do you know what? Just have Bravo buy it. You watch it, Andy, and let us know, because I trust your judgment on this.
Our thermometer.
Yeah. I trust your judgment on this one.
I'm gonna have to pay somebody to do that because I can't watch that.
Let's wait to see if it's cleared up.
Okay. And
if not, we can discuss spending funds.
What? We might make Jill do this.
Jill would do it. You know what? My friend Lainey would also do it.
We can have boots on the ground, and we can have somebody record a video describing what is going on.
I'm not worried. Yeah. Okay. So everyone else is inside drunk. They're actually really getting along, having a lot of fun. You can tell there's still like a little tension because Natalie loves to be like, I love you guys, even if you don't love me back, you know? But like overall, we're all getting along. And then a lot of other people join in the hot tub. So Angelica leaves, but the kissing cousins, and Shane and Natalie join the hot tub. And Natalie's just grateful right now. And Shane's like, me too. I thought this was going to be World War III. And then Chris is like, I feel like the beef the girls have, he says this to Natalie, is easily squashed. And Natalie's like, yeah, but they don't want to squash it, which is true. The three miserable bitches in the kitchen. We need a nickname for them, I guess, because they don't want to squash it. They just want to be miserable.
They like can't even just move on and just be like, agree to disagree. Let's enjoy our time. Like if other people are having fun, it pisses them off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, like lighten up a bit.
Yeah. Les Miserables over here. They
literally.
Yeah. And then we even cut to inside, and Demy with her miserable face goes, it might not look like it, but I'm having a good time. But she looks like she's getting a colonoscopy. And then Kim looks at her dead-faced and goes, yeah, me too. And I was like,
really?
Pull the beer out.
This is your peak fun too. Like, this is you having fun. I'm so concerned.
I was giggling. I was like, these idiots. Les Miserables. So then we cut back to the hot tub where Natalie says, you know, the other ones don't want to move on. And Jason, he's like, I'm being empathetic. He does check to make sure he knows the definition of empathetic. But he feels like Natalie really focusing on herself has given off great vibes. And I said, what part of this is empathetic, though? You know, but I get 100%.
It. You're so right. Lovely. You're so right. He's like, I see you. And that's what he means. But what he's saying is true.
It's
like,
very true.
When she was so focused on whether or not Kim and her would have a conversation, she was so tense and she would come into situations. And she was basically
she couldn't focus on anything else.
Yeah. Like, she was what Kim and Demy are right now. And so instead, she's like, all right, fuck it. I can't force you to sit down and have a conversation with me or to move on. So I'm going to kind of ignore you and just make sure I'm having a good time regardless.
And it's going great for her. And then Marcus comes out and Marcus is drunk.
Hammered.
My God, he is so skinny. He cannot hold his alcohol. He is.
That's so true. And we haven't even had dinner yet. I'm like, you're far gone because the food can't save you now.
No. Yes, he's at that point. The food's not going to help.
It's like, let's just take him to bed
at this point. Yeah. And Audrey and Venus also join. And Natalie's still talking about the situation with the girls. And Marcus is like, hey, who are we talking about? Because I'm not mad. And Natalie's like, no, you're not mad at me. But here's the thing. We're not allowed to talk. So that's uncomfortable. And Marcus says he wants to move past this bullshit. And Natalie's like, yeah, sure. But I've been treated really horribly. So you have to tell these people to stop being horrible to me. And then we'll move on.
You guys have to move on. Or like, you have to stop fanning the flames too, Marcus. Like, you don't hate her, but you're helping Kim hate her more every single day.
And then Marcus is like, you want me to do that? They're going to take my head off. And Natalie's like, that's on you, buddy.
What they're doing to Natalie.
Yeah, no, literally. Natalie's a queen, dude. She really grew on me.
She really love her.
I think she's still really delusional, but she's more likable.
Absolutely.
She's more likable.
Enjoyable to watch, even if I like disagree with her. I'm always like, she always like presents, if that makes sense. Like, she's always on and she like is a personality for the camera, whether I agree with it or not.
She's kind of Sheena-y. She's kind of Sheena-y.
Better than Sheena, if that makes sense. Like, she brings a Stassi level of onness and like presentation.
She does. Yeah. She serves more like Stassi, but she kind of is the underdog, Sheena-y, delusion, like delusion seeping out of her veins. Right.
It's
like
Sheena,
if Stassi and Sheena had a baby.
That, because it's the Natalie. Sheena in the group of the OGs, but the Stassi like separately. Personality solo.
Yeah. Yes. Where were we? Oh, so Jason says, on the real, Natalie has been so good at moving forward. And Marcus is so drunk. He starts rambling about how there's no point to blame. And he and Venus were best friends even. And they blame each other. And that's what hurts the most. And then he gets really emotional and like he has to step back to cry a little. It's not funny. But it also was kind of funny when I was watching it.
Because he's so hammered that everybody is like, okay, babe. And then he turns around and he just starts sobbing. And they're like, who's going to help him? My favorite is Natalie goes, well, I can't. So like, somebody deal with this.
Someone get him. And then I loved they kept cutting to Venus, who's just staring at him because it's just drunk words at this point. Yeah. Like, it's nice, but I disagree with like the drunk words or sober thoughts. Not always. Sometimes you're just
drunk. Well, I think it's like, okay, yeah, you had these moments.
I think
prior.
The topics are right. I think Venus is right, but what you're saying won't always. We got to see you sober.
Just hush, darling, hush.
So Jason hugs Marcus, tells him that, you know, Venus does care about him. And Venus is kind of like, look, when him and Marcus aren't on good terms, it really bugs Marcus. But Venus wants to play it safe before becoming friends again because he was burnt so badly.
Sense. Yeah.
So then Natalie says they're all upset with each other because they're all hurt by each other. So why can't everyone just drop it and start fresh? And I went, this is a queen.
Works for me.
Yeah. And Marcus says he's down to move forward. And Natalie's like, same. But Les Miserables are not ready to move on.
They need to hold on to that till the day they die.
Hey, that's the only way they keep breathing. if they're on this grudge.
It is off the hate. They breathe
off the hate.
Their life source is the hate. They're like, what are they, Dementors? And
they're total Dementors.
Harry Potter. It's like they just suck out the hatred from every situation.
The worst part is, I love living off hate, but I play it like a Natalie, where I'm going to have a good time and it's going to bother you and I'm going to love that. You have to outwardly let everyone know you're miserable.
I'm going to hate with a smile on my face. I'm not going to have the resting bitch face that Demy has, and I'm not going to
the Dementors
not be able to go hang out with the group like Kim, and not be able to be only a one topic person in my hatred, which is Angelica. I'm a multi-dimensional hater. I'm not a one note hater like those girls.
No, we got layers to our hate.
I got layers to me, and some of it is hatred, some of it is partying, some of it is happiness, sad. I got everything in me.
Yeah, I got everything. Okay, so it's dinner time, and Demy, she is so fun.
I didn't realize that she was your person.
She is so stupid, dude.
I can't wait to tell you when my person really shined.
She is telling everyone what the food is, and she goes, "That's garlic bread, I guess. That's baked ziti, I guess."
Didn't make it all.
I guess. To both, that's garlic. The garlic bread, I was like, okay, she didn't make the garlic bread. And it might be cheesy bread. I don't know. So she's like, that's garlic bread, I guess. And she goes, that's baked ziti, I guess. If you didn't know what that was, you would say that's pasta, I guess. You specifically said baked ziti. And my literal note was, what the fuck's her deal? Because I can't understand.
She is hating so hard.
She hates the baked ziti she made herself.
It's absorbing into the food.
Yeah, you know when they say this food was made with love? Not the baked ziti.
Not the garlic bread.
No. And then Jason, he's a fucking idiot. He's like, what's baked ziti? And someone goes, it's the... It was so funny. Someone's like, it's it's baked and the noodle it's a ziti noodle. And he goes, but what ziti? And I was like, oh my God, the shape. I'm going to, for being Italian, a New Jersey Italian. Oh my God. Teresa Giudice needs to go knock his kneecaps off. My God.
You're so right. Ziti. You're so right. Next BravoCon, Squash the Beef needs to be Teresa and the New Jersey Housewives versus Jason Cohen about Italian dishes.
Yeah. I just love the explanation of it's baked and it's a ziti.
And he's like, what?
Oh, what's ziti? Oh, it was so good. So then Natalie says to Jason, thank you for sticking up for me. I'll never forget that. And oh my God, I love Natalie. She says that she feels like everyone's personal punching bag besides Venus. And that gets really lonely and depressing. So she's really happy that someone else stood up for her.
I never really thought about it.
Me neither.
Nobody has stood up for her.
Here's the thing. If Sheena had just put it like that, she would have saved herself a lot of hate. But
hey, girlie.
Here we are.
11 seasons, and that's what you could have said.
You couldn't articulate it like this.
Instead of saying,
when's it going to be about me?
Be about me? Yeah. You just needed to
Could've
say,
been this.
I'm just sad girl.
This really won me over with Natalie. I'm going to go fight for Natalie at this point. So then.
Team Natalie. Damn, she just won Alicia.
So then my most miserable, Demy, she looks at Marcus and she's like, stop drinking. Marcus is like, it's only 9:30. And then Kim's like, hey, babe, we should stop drinking so we can drink tomorrow before the event. And Demy's like, no drinking before the event.
This is the one time where I was like, okay, wait, she does have a point because Marcus is so out of control.
If he's like this,
and has he had any food in his stomach?
Has he had any water?
Is not stopping.
No,
I'm concerned.
Oh, I was cracking up. Demy's like, no, Kim. She'll turn on anyone to protect her job. Okay, friend or foe, she hates you if you come for her job. I was
like, hey, Demy, even if you don't want them to do that, don't tell Marcus that, because now he's like, oh, I get no reward tomorrow for stopping right now. Like, fake it till you make it, babe.
So funny. So the woman in wine it's basically like all these winery owners, and they're going to have lunch, and these, they're going to get drinks, and then all these idiots are going to serve them. So to prepare, they do sommelier impressions, which really pisses Kim off the most because Marcus is in party zone.
Yes, he is.
He is head of the party.
But what's crazy is he's good at it, even though he's absolutely hammered.
Yeah, he's a functioning drunk for sure. He's great. No,
I was like, I'm impressed. And this is whenever I started to be like, okay, actually I don't want Marcus to stop drinking because he is so funny tonight.
Listen, you and I, we could get down with Marcus. We could drink a lot with Marcus.
This is when he started becoming my favorite of the episode.
Oh, incredible. Oh, we really have turned. You and me have really turned. And it's only this episode. I want you to know, I still think Marcus sucks and Demy is still the most miserable person.
Absolutely.
But they gave me nothing but enjoyment this episode.
Couldn't agree more. Because their diabolicalness, the topics... Yeah. Were fun and
so funny. So funny. And then we go skinny dipping, and Demy actually goes. She put
a pause on that haterade and said, "Let me jump in."
She said, "I like to swim naked, so I'm in.
I don't hate that."
She's mostly there to make sure Marcus doesn't drown because he's so drunk.
A naked lifeguard.
She's keeping him afloat. So the next morning, 8:28 a.m., we're making coffee, breakfast, preparing for Women in Wine. Jason thinks Natalie smells really good, and he's a smell guy, remember?
Boy.
Loves her pheromones. And then outside, Audrey and Angelica have a little chat. Audrey says, last time, well, because Angelica approaches her and then cannot broach the subject of, hey, let's fix things. So Audrey's like, hey, last time we talked, we were on really different pages. And Audrey's upset and hurt that Angelica took some information, used it and spread it and broke her trust. Angelica said she would have never shared one of Audrey's secrets, but she did throw Chris and Jason under the bus and didn't realize Audrey was attached to that. Listen, and in my opinion, Angelica still doesn't really get the point because she says she's learned that Audrey is protective of Chris and Jason, so she won't bring up OnlyFans. And I went, she was the whole point Audrey was trying to make. Missed it.
She's not even keeping that promise.
Of course not.
Like, that's her one-hit wonder on her complaining, is to complain about this OnlyFans, and she's not going to stop. So, like, why would you promise something you can't do?
Because she's an idiot. I'm so sorry, Angelica. You have lost me.
She needs to be direct. Like, if you do have these problems, or you do want to say these things, or you are upset about this incestual thing, like, take it to the people. I get telling one or two friends, like, kikiing about it in the bedroom with, like, Kim and Demy for a minute, but then you gotta handle your business. And, like, when you want to sit down with Audrey, handle your business.
Yeah. Well, Angelica does apologize for hurting Audrey. They agree it's not worth holding on to. So then we go inside, and Shane tells Chris that he had a dream last night that he took Marcus's drink away from him and then chugged it. So he's going to do a 12-step meeting today.
Dude, that's scary.
That's a really scary dream. I imagined, you know how when you know in a dream things are going bad and you get really anxious? I imagine after he chugged that drink in his dream, that was a bad time in his dream. It was a moment of like, fuck.
He was like sweating and you wake up. The worst is when you kind of know it's a dream, but you can't stop. I bet that would be the worst if he was like half aware but he's still doing it. So then it feels like you're choosing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
He's also reading the Let Them theory. So that was the book in the back, if anyone was wondering.
Interesting.
Which
Shane
is a good theory, but actually the author who wrote that book stole it from someone else. So it's not her original work. Yeah. Mel Robbins is like not Robinson something. She's actually has stolen a lot of stuff like that from other people. She's a white woman. That. So yeah, like the Let Them theory was someone else's first, and then she like wrote a book about it.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh well, doesn't matter. But he's enjoying the book. So then back outside, Audrey asks Angelica how her date with Shane went, and Angelica's like, Shane is very honest. Cut to Shane talking about Angelica with Chris. They did not sleep in the same bed last night. Shane feels like Angelica needs more security, and Shane knows he isn't boyfriend material. And this is where the ethics of ethical non-monogamy come in, because he knows Angelica wants to rely on someone emotionally, and he knows he doesn't have the tools to do that, but he does want to sleep with her. And then Chris is like, sure, but it seemed like in the hot tub last night, you guys were having a deep conversation, and Shane in his head is like, we were talking about the kissing cousin. Yeah. We move on and whatever. In the end, Shane and Chris talk about nothing after that, and Audrey doesn't trust Angelica, but she doesn't want to fight anymore.
Which I feel like is a great spot to be for Audrey.
Great, yeah, for sure. So we get ready for the event. Venus is hoping to find himself a man because he doesn't get hit on by men, which is insane because he's the most beautiful man I've ever seen.
No, I'm obsessed with him.
Same. I wish he like went our way.
I can't wait till the end of the season to put all of his like interview looks together because like I'm incredible. So impressed by him.
He's incredible. So he says in West Hollywood, there's one standard of gay and it's big and muscular. And if you're not that, you're on the low end of the dating pool. He's also from Texas though. And that's where everyone is looking for love. So he's like, I just want the love. And the gay men are in West Hollywood and I'm not getting it there.
Jake Shane has also talked about that. Like if you're not like super fit and muscular, it is like a very big insecurity of some gay men in LA. And I can't imagine, like, I already have body insecurities being like a woman too in dating, but it's just like so hard to date and just like love yourself at the same time while trying to like be something that somebody desires, but be yourself. And like, everybody already puts pressure on themselves, but then to see everybody else have success. And I just want Venus to live a happy, lovely life. And I want him to have romantic love too, if that's what he wants.
I know. And I just think he's so gorgeous. Like, who doesn't want it? Like, it shocks me.
No, he's my number one pick for a lavender marriage at this point.
Literally, I'm obsessed with him.
I would fight all of you for him.
Damn, you got to get through Audrey and Natalie. Good luck.
Okay, I can marry them off. Like, they're pretty enough that they're going to find husbands.
That's true. You're like, I can find straight men for you to actually bang. I just need to stick with Venus in a row.
That's how I get you out of the equation.
You know, even if we need lavender marriages, he could probably still do sister wives. So you might not be out.
You know what?
That's still kind of legal some places.
That's not weird family dynamics because they're not actually sisters.
They're not actually sisters. Venus hasn't ran across a man yet who deserves his time, energy, or body. And I say, absolutely, queen. You are worth so much. You're worth more than anyone else on the show. I said it. And you should be told that you are the prize. Okay, so then Chris finds Marcus and is like, dude, guess what happened? So Jason's brother Justin called Chris, another cousin, in case you're wondering.
I think it's the triplet one, you know?
Yeah. Well,
because one of them's a twin, aren't they?
Jason and Justin are twins, I think.
Yeah.
And then Chris is the cousin, but they all are basically brothers.
Wait, before we get into what actually happens, do you think that they've ever made OnlyFans content with the three of them?
No, it sounds like Justin's a little more removed from it. Yeah, or else he'd be in LA too.
Good point. And by normal, I mean like just a normie American. Like not LA
He's
type.
Not a star like these two.
It doesn't have to do with OnlyFans.
He wasn't on Dated and Related, you know? These are the LA guys. That's the other thing is I think like if they were a thing, like if Justin was in this little crew that they have, Justin would have at some point popped up in one of the many things they have done, but he has yet to pop up. So I think he's a little more, you know, he's a little more like us. He's relatable. Yeah. He's just a New Jersey Italian that knows what ziti is, you know?
You have dated, related, relatable.
Yeah, there you go. Justin called Chris, and Chris put it on speaker while he was in the room with Audrey. And they were talking about how they're going to go to Bali. And Justin says they're going to fuck mad bitches when they're there. And Audrey was right there. And Chris laughed it off, but he knows Audrey heard. And it's making Audrey question everything. And I said, why couldn't Chris have said something like, dude, it might just be you. I got myself a girl right now, or like anything.
Or even if he didn't say anything to Justin, it's like when you end the call, be like, that was so weird. I'm so sorry.
Or be like, I haven't told Justin about us yet. I'm so sorry. Like
he needs this trip for that.
He could have literally said, said to Justin and been like, man, I'll wing woman the hell out of you. You'll get mad bitches. He's not anything. And then if Justin's like, no, you're gonna get him too, Chris will be like, it's not really my thing right now.
We'll see.
We'll see. Haha. Yeah, he didn't. It was so weird. He could have said literally anything
on the phone and or to like Audrey while she's getting ready.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. He could have been like,
call and be like, that was weird.
So sorry about that. I obviously am not going to go to Bali and have mad bitches. Okay, I just
like he needs that. Like put it on him.
Yeah, he's going to do that. We had discussed it before I met you. You and I are now together. Things change. Yes. Yeah. literally anything. Because then if you do break up before Bali, you can still get mad. But what is the point? Just keep it happy at home, whatever. That's kind of the end of that because Marcus is just like, oh shit, man. So no one knows the address where the Women in Wine is. And I went, someone get Demy because that's your manager.
Where's our manager? It's our time to shine.
We all leave. I thought Shane was going to be forced to work this thing. He's not. He's staying home.
No. I was like, wow. He's just here for vibes. Shane's living the life. Yeah, this is my dream. Everybody else leaves, and I get to be at the house alone for 3 hours.
Yes,
more than 3 hours because it's like 30 minutes away, I think.
Yep. This is my whole vibe. This is all I want. Okay, so we're driving there, and Venus says that the grapes taste different as the altitude gets higher. And he learned that in his sommelier class. And everyone's like...
Okay, my guy, if you went and did that class and you don't know how to pronounce sommelier, I'm concerned.
Sommelier. He wasn't totally off. He was phonetically pronouncing it. Anyway,
that's the problem.
So we get to the Women in Wine event. Lauren Rava greets them. She's the founder. And of course, we have some Vanderpump rosé here. So Venus says he loves working for Lisa Vanderpump. She's an absolute icon of the United States of America. And he wants to prove to her that he can move up. However, if someone rich comes and swoops him off his feet, he will quit his job, no questions asked.
I feel this deep in my soul as well.
Yeah. So Marcus is super hungover. He would rather himself be drinking and watching Maury.
That line specifically, awesome. I'd rather be drinking rosé and watching Maury. I said, me too, babe. List anything. I would rather do that.
That is a sick day home from high school.
Oh my God, right?
If my parents had let me have wine, that would have been the sick day, you know?
You're so right. Except I was even doing that in middle school. Like, minus the wine, obviously.
Same, obviously. But my then thought is, like, I've never been hungover and watched Maury, but I think it would help.
I have never thought about it.
When you're sick, what really hits is Maury, Judge Judy, occasionally The Price is Right. What if when I was hungover, because that's just basically being sick, I also watched those shows?
You know what I'm hearing is the cure to the Sunday scaries is a lineup of that.
It's Maury.
I've never tried it, so I don't know.
I've never done it. To hear someone, you know what? It makes sense because you're stressed about you're going back to work. You're watching someone on TV be stressed about possibly being the father.
You're so right.
Which one's worse, you know?
That's the thing. I need to watch people whose lives are worse than mine. And not in a reality TV sense, like Vanderpump Rules.
Because they're all making money off this now.
People whose lives are worse than mine.
They're all making money off this now. I can't have that.
Very good point.
I need something different. I need teenagers pregnant at this point.
Yeah.
I don't need it, but if it's happening anyway, I'm going to watch it on TV.
I'll take the story, whatever storyline is given to me, but I need people fist fighting over, I thought that was my baby.
Yeah. Yes. Amazing. Okay. So Lisa greets her staff and then the guests and the staff is serving. Lisa's like, these are the women on top of the food chain. I don't really care about the women of wine.
No,
so I'm going to mainly
I don't care about the women in the women of wine.
Great.
No offense. So, I mean, I love that for them. Like, congratulations, great organization. However, for this and my entertainment, don't care.
We've wasted enough time on them already. Okay, so Chris finds Audrey and he's like, we're over this. And Audrey is being real cold to him. And then Chris, Jason, and Natalie come over to serve while Lisa's giving her a little speech. And Chris is like, hey, ladies, we're here.
He interrupts her. She's like, the
fuck? But these ladies love the kissing cousins. So they are all
because they don't know about the kissing.
They don't know about the kissing. They might be paying for it. We don't know these women.
You know what? Really good point. Why should I put it past these women? Let them enjoy the content.
Yeah, so they're all flirting. Chris is flirting back, which Lisa's like, this is inappropriate, but I do run a sexy and unique restaurant, so who cares? But she does have to tell Chris, this is quite enough.
Yeah, like,
leave
Chris,
my guess.
Actually, shut up. We just want the visuals, Chris. We don't want the mouth, too.
Well, the world would be a lot better if men just stopped speaking, in my opinion.
Couldn't agree more.
Way more attractive, the quiet ones.
Pour wine, shut the fuck up. That's how I want my men.
Oh, that's how I want my men. So Natalie and Audrey chat, and Audrey's like, hey, I don't want to get into it right now, but Chris and I are dead. And Jason kind of overhears Audrey tell Natalie she's going to sleep in the bunk bed.
He's like, wait, what is going on right now?
He does a full look of, huh?
He's like looking around if anybody else heard this, because he's like, who do I talk to about this?
He's like, Ashton Kutcher's coming out right now. Jason, Marcus, and Chris talk as Marcus is taking a moment in the shade because he is hungover, baby. He is struggling.
He has only sat down this entire time, and he only finds the shade. And I feel him. I'm like, I've been in that moment where you're like, I simply cannot keep living. Like, I need to cool my body down and relax.
I need to watch someone else be the father right now. I can't be the father. Okay, so Jason's like, hey, I heard Audrey's mad at Chris and wants to sleep in the bunk beds tonight. And Chris is like, oh, it's probably because of what Justin said. And then Chris says with Audrey being mad, it puts into perspective how much he cares about her. And he is bummed Audrey isn't talking to him. And then Demy comes over and is like, get back.
Guys.
Back to work.
Wait, did you watch what happened then? Like, Jason and Chris get up and start walking. Marcus gets up and then he sits immediately back down.
Yeah, which was so good. Marcus and Demy really are stars of the show without trying.
It was amazing. He like did the whole show of it being like, yeah, let's get back to work.
Demy had turned her back. And he just sat right back down.
No, never mind.
He didn't move a muscle. But he knows Demy is going to come back and chew him out. So he just needs a few. He's going to get chewed out whether he's working or sitting. So he's going to take it the easy way.
Listen, I can earn myself 15 more minutes by not following. And then she'll come yell at me. Because she'll yell at me anyways because I'm hungover and not working. So I might as well enjoy this shade while I can.
I was just cracking up at their like, yeah, Audrey's really mad. And then you hear, get back to work. She's like, she's such a troll, dude. I love her.
In an amazing way for this episode.
In the best way. She's miserable always, and she has to let everyone know. And it's
she
good.
Comes
but it's
at the
real.
Perfect time.
And it's totally justified. They should be working. Like, you're right, but the way she does it is like, so funny. I know. It's like your mom, when your mom nags you and you know she told you 4 times to clean up your room and you still haven't done it, and she says, do it right now, and you go, ugh, but you know she's right. But she's just being miserable. Yeah, that's Demy.
Is a sitcom mom this episode.
Yeah. She's the annoyed sitcom mom who's had enough.
Who like peeks their head and is like, what are you up to?
Yeah, get back to work over there. Oh, you should be studying. Oh, she's the best. Okay, so we back at the house. Shane is resting and relaxing, and he is so happy everyone's gone. He does his breath work. He does, that's just super weird. He does not that breath. If you do breath work, do whatever.
No, but it's just so funny to think of him sitting in a room kind of alone with one producer filming him.
Yeah. The boom guys above, and they're like, make sure you get the breathing.
This was off of cell phone camera footage. You could tell it was a little grainy.
It's giving like, and I love when people do breath work because I think it's so dumb to watch. Like, remember when Sandoval did that screaming breath work?
I will never forget it.
We had to watch it, and I was like, it's just a weird thing to watch.
It's a weird thing to, to like experience with someone doing it.
It's like I'm intruding, but I'm not even in the room.
I am intruding, but I feel like my face is pressed against the glass watching. Yeah.
I can't. It's like a zoo that I shouldn't be involved in.
I feel like I caught you in a moment of privacy.
I shouldn't be here. Yeah. He doesn't exercise workout. He's having the best time.
Oh, yeah.
He's protecting his peace, but he is a little lonely. He kind of misses his friend. Yeah, he's bored.
Like, I could do 1 hour of this. 3's a bit much.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't be bored. I'm still living life at this point.
I think the last hour I would get a little bored, but I would still fill the time because I know they're coming back.
Here's the other thing. Shane doesn't drink. We would have been drinking this whole time. We would have
you know what? We would have had a glass of wine and some Mari on the TV.
You can't be bored. You can't be bored. So back at Women in Wine, Lisa loved it. It was beautiful. Staff was great. Thank God. Lisa says goodbye, and she's like, hey, Staff, I know you're staying a few days. And I was like, who's working at your restaurant, girl?
We know this is a cast trip. We don't need to like keep pretending this is a work trip.
Who's working at your restaurant? Which is crazy because half the fun of like the cast trips in the early days was when they all had to beg Lisa for their time off. And
really
she'd be
good point.
Like that's what I don't want a cast trip where Lisa endorses it. I want like Frank going and being like, no, I also need off. And she's like, I already gave off the other bartenders. And Frank's like, yeah,
have to find your replacement.
I was the last addition because I wasn't dating Stassi when she initially made this plan, but now I am. And Lisa's like, go find someone.
Or like for that exact Stassi's birthday, like some of them had to leave so last minute. Like,
oh my God, yeah, they had to drive up the day after. Oh,
they had to work on Friday, but they got Saturday off.
Never forget. Yeah, which thank God, because then Stassi lost all her friends and she had her round 2, the backup crew, you know?
Yeah. I like when Lisa like bestows an amazing room upon whoever's trip it is. But you're right, this is weird where like I wish they would have done it.
Don't come back to work. Which is weird.
Like, I wish it was under the guise of they had this work trip and then they were like, Lisa, can we please stay a little longer? Can we have those days off? Like, whatever.
I would have loved that. Or she's like, surprise, I got another event for you to work. That's why you're not leaving. And Demy's
it's now men in wine.
Yeah. Demy's like, yes, another event to work.
I have more power.
Yeah. So we go back to the house. Everyone's back. They got to take the leftover wine. They got tons of it. Hell yeah. We're making burgers and dogs and we're swimming and we're drinking. And Chris sits with Audrey. Chris is like, what's up? You mad about the phone call? And Audrey's like, just threw me. He comes right out. Listen,
crazy.
That's a 31-year-old for you being like, are you mad about this thing?
I know, but he was just like, what, you're mad about it? And it's like,
he pulls out his Italian. You mad about the phone call or something? What up?
Okay, you can be direct while easing her into it a little bit.
Calm down. But Audrey says it just threw her off a little bit, and she says Chris knows that her biggest fear is that this isn't genuine, and that moment just kind of shocked her, and she was second guessing where Chris is, and Chris is like, look, I like you. Until this moment, I've never given you a reason to not think that.
The fact that we're in a show, I realized, like, oh, that's a reason why this could be fake, and she'd be okay with it. But, like, it's the questioning of, like, is this real? And that phone call would also make me feel like once cameras are down, this is done.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
And, like, let me not get it, like, invested in this. Yep. Like, I'm okay with the storyline. Like, I agree to that. But, like, what are we?
And Audrey does say she self-sabotages, but she feels like this red-ish flag just kind of popped up. So she's, like, investigating it. But Chris says he really likes Audrey and this is real. And he agrees he will not fuck bitches. He will only talk to them.
Do you believe either of them in like liking each other?
I believe Audrey. I don't believe Chris.
I agree. Mm-hmm. I think he like likes her as a person.
I think Chris likes Audrey, and I think that he would date her if he wasn't going to Bali / if he didn't get other options.
I think he would casually date her. Like, he enjoys spending time with her. But yeah, I don't think he's like, oh my God, I want to date her.
You know what? It's giving, but like in the situation in Summer House with Wes and Sierra, how he dumped Sierra for the publicity he was getting. I feel like Chris is kind of not pulling the trigger totally with Audrey, because he kind of just wants to see what will come from this, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like
I don't think they're together in present day for two reasons. One, they're across from each other at the reunion in that seating chart, which I find weird. And then also, I think Chris might actually be dating somebody, not Audrey, in present day. But I can't remember. That's like, you remember when you always love to spread false information?
Yeah.
I think I've seen that, but I'm not 100% positive.
Spread it around. So let's play a game. It's called Squirt. You're going to get a squirt gun, and when you hear a question, you're going to squirt the person that it applies to.
I love this. I'm going to make my friends do this this summer.
And I think it should be a group activity. I don't think I think maybe the first person goes, and then everyone else can go or something. But
I think it's a 1, 2, 3, like.
Everyone goes, yeah. Mm-hmm. So then squirt the bitch who can't handle their alcohol. Marcus gets squirted, which is.
I mean, rightfully deserved this weekend.
Squirt the person who has the most secrets. Demy gets squirted by Jason, and she's like, at least I'm not a kissing cousin. And then
I wish you would have said that. Like, I know. Let's air it out.
Let's do it. Squirt the hottest and funniest in the group, and then Angelica kisses Shay. Blech. No, I would be so pissed if I was sitting there. I'd be like,
I'd start squirting them.
Yeah, I'd be like, this is disgusting. The game is squirt, okay? Not kiss. Learn the rule.
I'm a rule follower.
And she feels, this is where Angelica's a little, she feels that her and Shane are really growing something here. Like monogamy and kids.
No, the way she's like, my ovaries are screaming. Savannah, slow down. You've made out with this boy 3 times. Relax. And he has been so upfront that he is ethically not monogamous.
He's like, not. And she's like, I'm going to change him to be monogamous with me.
While, yes, I believe changing people is delusional. Some people can change, but you're not going to change him this quickly.
No.
So, like, simmer down.
No. Shane has to learn on his own that you are worth being monogamous for. And we're not there because we barely know you. We've gone on one date where we had a fishy kiss, okay?
We haven't even slept together. So, like, I'm sorry, he's not going to be like, I'm now monogamous off of a few kisses.
Yeah. Let's get together. And he's busy dating other women when he's not with you, so.
Dude, he has literally a revolving door.
And he gets all the women because he shows them he's been shot. Okay?
You're not wrong.
He can't compete.
You're not wrong.
So inside the house, we're getting ready to go out. It's a college town. Marcus didn't know that when they said there's a farmer's market, that's actually a street party. However,
dude,
he is upset it's 32 minutes away, which I too would be like, 32 minutes.
But California has great, like, farmers market, street fest. Like, they're fun and they're weekly.
Yeah.
Oh, love those.
So we go to this street party. Kimberly and Marcus are dancing and everyone's like, oh my God, surprise, they're back together.
No, I cannot. Because the thing is like, you can't just be back together. You need to storytell it. They didn't have one conversation that we saw. How did they get back together? I'm so confused. That's the only thing I know about their relationship. I'm confused constantly.
They just get back together and break up, but we don't know why. We don't know their issues. We don't know anything about them.
Are they communicating through Morse code of their blinking? What is going on?
I think they just forget that they were broken.
That's so true.
I think they have dementia and they just forget.
They're fruit flies when it comes to knowing what stage their relationship is at. They just bounce every 3 days between broken up and together.
They woke up this morning for Women in Wine and went, hey, babe. And
you're a woman. I love wine.
They kissed and they were like, good morning. No, but you know, they woke up, they said good morning, they kissed each other, and then that was probably it.
You're so right.
They forgot they were broken up. No one else did, but they did. Actually, I forget a lot of the time because I don't know why we're fighting, you know?
No, I know exactly where the relationship is, and then they pull something like this, and I'm like, how'd you change this up on me? I know when they're broken up because I like it.
It's no different than when they're dating, though. I don't know.
You're not wrong.
I don't know. But
it makes me think that maybe they broke up for a longer period of time now.
I don't know. I can't talk about them because I have zero information. Okay, so Shane likes playing house with Angelica. It's like having a vacation girlfriend. And I was like, okay.
See, this might confuse her though. So I am a little like, hey, let's not do that.
Well, he says it's hard to pump the brakes. And that's where I said this is where the ethical part would come in, you know?
A little messy.
So then, here's where Angelica, though. Shane buys this giant sandwich.
Massive.
Why I thought this was so funny. He asks everyone, and he says, who wants a bite of my sandwich?
He walks straight up to the group.
Anyone wants some of my sandwich?
Anyone.
And Natalie goes, I'll have a bite of your sandwich, which pisses Angelica off because Shane has previously taken Natalie on a date. So
how dare he?
My girl Demy again in the midst. So Angelica's like, he let Natalie take a bite of his sandwich. And Demy says he offered his sandwich to everybody. And Angelica's like, I don't offer my sandwich to everyone. And she points to her vagina. And then Demy is dumbfounded. She's like, no, Shane genuinely had a pulled pork sandwich that he offered to everybody. Like, Demy had a moment of like, what are we talking about?
No, I was the same way. I was like, girlie, relax. Because I, as a viewer, was like, give me a bite of that sandwich. It did look really good.
Same. Demy literally being like, no, he offered everyone. And Angelica being like, well, he's offering them sex. And Demy's like, no, if you didn't see, if you missed it, he has a huge sandwich.
He actually still has half of it now if you look back.
He's actually eating it if you would just look. He's not, Natalie's not sucking his dick. She is literally taking a bite of his sandwich.
This isn't a deeper meaning to sucking his dick. I promise that's the only meat Natalie will have in her mouth. That is Shane's.
Demy thinks Angelica can become quite obsessive when it comes to guys. Example, when she was pissed about Chris and Audrey kissing during their very literal wet music video.
Yeah. Remember that? Angelica's got to chill the fuck out.
And Demy says, listen, Jason's not the brightest tool or the sharpest tool in the shed. But he did realize that Angelica's a little too much.
No, he did get out of there at the right time. I do agree.
We all dodged bullets on this front. You know
what I know for a fact is Jason and Angelica not compatible in any regard, and I don't want to be anywhere near either of those two people when it comes to dating situations.
Yeah. So this is my next hilarious. This is the part I was literally cracking up at. So it's this whole thing.
The whole rest of this night, I love.
So Shane and Angelica all over each other. Jason and Natalie, weirdly kind of all over each other. Chris and Audrey, all over each other. Marcus and Kim, back together, all over each other. That leaves Demy and Venus. They're both like, are we together now?
Well, what's crazy is they're separate with multiple couples, and they're like, fuck me. Why is this happening right now?
They both are like, are we together? And then Venus is like, at least Demy's got a fat ass.
I love Venus. I didn't realize I had to compete with Demy. Damn.
And then Demy was... I literally can't get through this.
Oh, you're about to say.
I think she is so stupid funny. So Demy, with her, I can't look at you, with her miserable face, looks at Natalie and Jason and goes, are you guys a thing? Because I'll walk away. I can't be around this. It grosses me out. And I was like, oh my God.
So funny because Natalie goes, no, but what if we be a really cute couple?
Yeah,
and
it got worse.
You just said no.
It got worse for Demy. Okay, she's already miserable. Everyone's
she's like, just be honest with me.
She's with the gay guy, and she's like, hey guys, can I be friends with you, or are you guys gonna just make out in front of me? And they're like, we're not. But what if we did? And she's like, oh,
like, wouldn't it be amazing?
I was cracking up because she genuinely is like,
hey, I need a lifeline here.
Life more miserable.
And if you are cool, let me walk away first.
I'm so sorry. It's way funnier in my head than how I made it. But her face was so
she's like, please.
Miserable.
Please.
And Natalie just straight up, no, of course not. But hypothetical. And Demy is just like, I cannot catch a fucking break.
She's like, I don't want to see it, but the next thing I don't want to do is talk about the possibility of it. Yeah. Let's just walk around and hang out as friends.
And as Natalie is like, oh my God, we would be a really cute couple, Demy straight up is like, yuck.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jason does think Natalie is really badass, and he's into the idea of someone talking shit about him and then Natalie beating them up. I was like, what a weird kink, but okay.
Jason is not my type in the like a personality and how he handles dating. He just seems so little brother, and I'm like, my guy.
He was so stupid.
You're turned on because she would beat someone else in an argument.
Beat someone for you?
Sure. Oh, whatever you need.
So I apologize for how much I laughed. That was so funny.
No, this has been the funniest episode.
Agreed.
Both to watch and record of my life.
This was so funny. Okay, so we go to this restaurant, and some guy comes up to like Venus and so because we're in couples, Venus and Demy are sitting at the bar. Venus's back is to this man. So this man comes over and Demy sees him first, and he kind of asks the group, but he's standing next to Venus, and he's like, how are the drinks here? And Venus is like, they're so good. The smoke and honey is the best. And Demy, little matchmaker, she goes, you should taste his, and points at Venus's and goes, taste his before you order. And Venus is like, oh my God, yeah, great idea. And then this guy says, are you the smoke and honey though? And Venus says, yes. And I was like, oh my God. So we meet Kevin, and Kevin is we're feeling like into Venus, okay? We're feeling it.
Yeah, but Venus will not fully turn around. He like turned more of his body when he was talking about the drink and the smoke and the like banter, but then he turns right back to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, dude, you just cut him out of the whole conversation.
I understand not being good at flirting, but like your body language is huge when you're flirting, even if you're not good at the words piece of it. Like, like shimmy a little towards him.
Shimmy a little and be like,
even if it's just talking to another human. I don't understand how people put their back to people they're talking to.
Because he didn't even say, that's a very simple first question. What's your name? Someone else was like, what's your name, my guy? And then we meet Kevin, right? So Venus says he is a pillow princess in the flirting game. But like, there has to be a pillow for you to be a pillow princess. So you got to serve something. You gotta give us a little something.
When you're a pillow princess, you're still looking at the person you're interacting with. Like you are cold shouldering this and putting your back to your partner in bed right now. Like, be open.
So Kevin is Venus's type, but he's really intimidated. What if Kevin's not gay? Like Venus didn't even know he was gay until the 9th grade. And I'm sure this is a fear. However, Kevin approached you. So it kind of...
But I always say to people, like, flirting, it starts with, like, a friendship level. Like, you can still flirt and banter with people that are your friends. Like, a gay person can flirt with somebody who's straight. And if they're not interested, he would have just walked away if he was not interested in interacting at all. But be open to just, at minimum, friendship flirting with people.
But truly, this was best case. This man walks over to you, says,
My dream.
Can I have the drink? And then literally is like, are you the smoke and the honey? That's a very weird but flirtatious thing to say. And you go, yeah, I am. And then you're like,
What's
is
your
open.
name?
So yeah,
what are you doing here?
He's not gay. He is at least intrigued by you. So you might as well chat with them. I think it's you and I. We could talk to literally anyone.
Yeah.
We could talk to anything. We could talk to any animal. We could talk to anyone. So and naturally we can kind of, I wouldn't say we're flirting, but the way we become open and talk to people can come across as a little more flirty.
100%. It's gotten me into so much trouble because to me it's not, but I'm just being open and friendly. I think we're really like, we don't like a lot of people, but like we can chat with a lot of people.
Yeah. But like it is a skill, Venus, and like it doesn't have to get into flirting. You just have to have a conversation. So it was hard for me to watch this as someone who would have immediately been like, Kevin, welcome,
That is not open at all. Like, I understand not being good at flirting or like, because to me, like, flirting is like a dance. Somebody has to lead and somebody has to kind of follow. And so it's okay to not be the leader of it, but you have to participate in some capacity. You have to look someone in the eyes. You have to respond back to them. Throw them a question every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Venus is giving him nothing.
Yeah.
So Kevin walks away because I would too.
He's like, no thanks.
And then Marcus is like, what the fuck? So he goes to find Kevin. And then he comes back.
This.
Yeah, this was some real good bullshit. He was awesome. So he comes back and he's like, Kevin is with a girl, but I asked and they are not on a date. And I was like, oh my God, Venus, you have my dream scenario where all your friends are so invested, they'll do all the hard work.
Yes.
You like all you basically have to do is speak.
And this guy has shown interest. And again, still, if he's not gay, he at least wants to hang out with you.
Yeah, he could probably buy you some drinks.
Source that out if like he is or isn't gay. But there's interest at least to hang out. Like let's keep going with that. And the fact
that Marcus went, and not only did this girl say they weren't on a date, she said, "Oh no." So Marcus could have, but I think he was playing it safe. He could have said, Did you like Venus? The smoke and the honey? Did you like that? But that might have been a little too forward. So I get that. I get we're playing it cool, But at the end of the day, Marcus cares about Venus, so he's going to wing woman him. And then Audrey's like, I got to fucking hype up Venus for this shit. So she's hyping him up. She's slapping him. Come on, girl. We're going to get this. You are this bitch. And they go to a new bar, but Kevin is going to come meet them. So
I love this.
Like, huge. Kevin's interest, if he's going to a second location for you, he's interested at this point.
I agree.
So Demy reminds everyone at this new bar that they are representing Lisa and SUR.
No, we are done with our work obligations now. Demy, take the fucking bitchy manager hat off.
That's my buzzkill.
That's my Les Mis, numero uno.
Les Miserables. That's her. But then Demy's like, what if we breathalyzed everyone? And I was like,
we're back, baby.
That's a fun game. So Audrey,
the way she can do both at the same time,
it's incredible. She's so miserable and fun. I can't comprehend.
I've never experienced somebody like her who was miserable and fun.
Same. I can't, but not all the time. She's always miserable, but sometimes also really fun. And I can't crack her. You
know what? She changes. Actually, never mind. I was going to say she changes as much as Marcus and Kim changed their relationship status, but that would...
No, because she's always miserable.
No, but I was thinking, wow, she peaks in values in her miserable or her funness, but she has not been that fun.
No.
As many times as Kim and Marcus have broken up.
No. It's like an eclipse. It happens once every X amount of years. Or whatever. Yeah. Yes. Or like a tsunami. It doesn't always happen, but when it hits... You know about it because
big
Demy's
impact. Big impact.
Yeah, big impact. And this was that episode. So yeah, she's got this breathalyzer on her keys. So we're gonna make everyone blow.
My college friend group did this
that's
our
fun.
senior year. It was insane.
So Audrey's a 0.06. Marcus is a 0.12. No, Jason is a 0.12. Marcus is a 0.07, which is shocking for Marcus. Natalie is a 0.14. She's going to win the game, but no. My sneaker Demy comes in. She's a 0.15.
Which is crazy.
She should not drive ever again.
I didn't think that she would be the most lit. Like,
that's the thing is you don't know. You don't know how drunk she is.
The thing is I think her miserable level is constant, so it's hard for me to tell her drunkenness.
It hides it. It's so
the way she presents is the same.
You have no idea. She does tell us it goes up to 0.27, and one time she blew a 0.23, and I was like, she's on her deathbed at that point.
The way she was immediately like, don't judge me though.
No, girl, it's better for you. I like you better hearing that. So everyone's hyping up Venus to flirt with Kevin. The last time Venus kissed someone was 2018.
Okay, I'm concerned.
No, I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't kissed Natalie more or something. Like, I would have been like,
that's true. I'm like, let's get you out there. Like, I want this for you. Let's no shame in it, but like, let's go.
If the cousins are kissing, you can be kissing, you know?
So true. Yeah. Get the cousins to kiss Venus.
Yeah.
Stop kissing each other. Go
kiss Venus. So we're going to do some role playing so Venus can practice his flirting. And so Chris has volunteered to be Kevin. He walks up. He does a great job, I think, at trying to be seductive. And I was like, oh, I get it.
And I like how that he laughed and then came.
Yes, he fully went into character. Mm-hmm. He ate a cherry. Venus didn't know what to do.
No, Venus was blushing and like, I was like, my guy, we need to get you in the groove. Like, you got this.
So then everyone chants kiss. Kiss. And Chris is like, I'll give Venus a hug because apparently we can kiss our cousins, but not other men. You know what? The line must be drawn somewhere.
We're not related, so I can't kiss you.
Yeah. So then Marcus is like, it's fine. You can kiss me. And then they kiss. And I was like, this is heated rivalry, baby.
I was like, damn.
Why was I shipping them? Someone answer.
No, I was like, get in there, Marcus. Get in there.
Slip your tongue in or something. Yeah. Because Marcus grabbed him and was like, we're going to
Going for it.
Yeah, it was a good kiss.
I posted a meme that said, Lisa better make a restaurant for these two.
Ooh.
If the Toms get one for kissing,
do their names come together?
We can figure it out. It's okay if their names aren't on the restaurant, but they get 5% in the next business Lisa creates.
Yeah, hang this picture up. We love a kiss in men's pic. Yep. And this was authentic and real. This was an authentic kiss. I felt the passion.
I was excited. Again, I was like, Marcus, my God.
Yeah, this was a good kiss. This was on the hot-o-meter. Good kiss.
Because the way he came from across that group table.
He said, I'm going to get those lips, you know? He forgot about Kim, which was awesome.
Well, he was like, you know what, Chris, you dropped the ball. I'll pick it up.
He pushed Kim out of the way. She fell. He stepped on her face on the way to go get Venus. This is all made up. This is for our fanfic that we're going to write about Marcus and Venus now. I mean, someone write it. I was into this kiss. It only takes a look. It only takes a look. You know how Angelica
wants to change Shane into like monogamy? I think Venus could swing Marcus.
Yeah. Well, what if Venus is like, the only way I'll forgive you is if we fuck? Marcus would be into it, I think. He wants that friendship.
Because Marcus would be the top, and I feel like Venus is the bottom.
Yeah.
That pillow princess.
Yeah. This proves that there's some underlying feeling. No, I don't know. But it was a hot kiss.
I'm just saying.
It was a great kiss.
That sexuality is a spectrum, and Marcus is getting ever closer to being with Venus.
I'm just saying.
In my fanfic book.
Yeah. I would like Marcus better if he was dating Venus.
You know what? But the thing is, you cannot be in the same way you are with Kim to Venus. I will hunt you down.
I'll kill you.
Yeah.
But like, what if Marcus is like, I'm going to change for Venus? Oh my God, put in the fanfic. Put in the fanfic. We're literally writing another American LA heated rivalry.
We have so many books to write.
Sports, they do
They work at a bar together?
They waiter.
rival restaurants.
Ooh, no, they are rivals currently. I think that's the hot part.
I know.
But currently they're fighting.
The gazing from across the street, if they were at two different restaurants, would add a layer.
I kind of like that Venus is always there and Marcus didn't even know what was right in front of him.
Hear me out. I think one needs to be a bartender, one needs to be a waiter.
Okay, yes, I'm into that. Yeah.
We need different dynamics. They're both waiters.
Well, isn't Marcus a bartender?
He's a waiter. Remember, because he doesn't ever do anything?
No, I thought he was a bartender.
No.
He works with Natalie behind the bar.
No, that's Chris.
No, Chris and Marcus do.
No, Marcus is not a bartender.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I remember that first episode, he was telling Kim how he does nothing, and she was like,
you're right,
you're
he was
supposed
training
to
Jason.
be a waiter.
You're right, he was training Jason. Okay, no, we can move Marcus. I think Marcus goes behind the bar because then Venus can be the one that's like, can you make this drink? Yes, and Marcus doesn't know what's right in front of him until he has this kiss, and then he's like, wow, I liked that kiss a lot more than I thought I'd like that kiss. And then he's like, we have to kill Kim now because she's never going to let me go.
Hear me out. During the SUR photo shoot, they're told to kiss. And then sparks are flying. And he's oh my God.
And this is him declaring his love. He's actually not back together with Kim right now because he's planning on declaring his love for Venus. And he does it publicly because he knows Venus is still hurt by their friendship.
It's a bit. Like, we're hiding in plain sight right now.
But then Marcus... will later come up to Venus and be like, I really liked that kiss.
That was for real.
Ooh, that was a real kiss on my end. Fuck Kevin. Ooh, because then Venus goes home or like starts playing with Kevin.
It's like Rose Marcus gets, in the club.
Oh, Marcus gets really jealous. Yeah.
That's how he knows he likes Venus.
Whoa. We just wrote a book. Anyway. Before everyone takes our fanfic.
That was
for free. Yeah. If someone could actually just write it down in really good dialogue,
I'll get the transcript.
Yeah. Just let us know.
We're looking for a partner. We're looking for a
ghostwriter for sure because we can't do it all. You know.
I don't have time. We have like 4 books to write now.
We have so many things to do. It's exhausting. So many avenues of revenue coming through. Okay, so then Venus kisses Audrey and Natalie, which I think also makes Marcus jealous.
Upset.
Hypothetically.
Really good point.
Okay, and then Natalie and Audrey kiss. And then like Demy and Natalie kiss while they're going to go dance. And we need more nights out like this. We're all fun. We're all getting along. We're going to take our shirts off and lap dance and everyone's horny.
I'm loving this.
Oh my God.
This is how you do a night out.
This is it. Yeah. And then 17 hours later, we talk about the Kissing Cousins video.
Fucking finally.
Shit's gonna hit the fan. So we get a to be continued.
No, they didn't need to do that.
Well, they could have just left us with the 17 hours later because that kind of was like a next time.
Why? I don't get the 17 hours later, then like slight next time on, and then a to be continued. Like, you're doing too much. You're doing too much, Bravo.
Yeah, it was very weird. Anyway.
They overuse the to be continued, and anytime they show it to me, I'm pissed immediately.
I hate the to be continued now. But they did give us a continued. We saw it. So
but it's like just next time on it.
You know them. You know them.
You know them.
You know Bravo. We all know Bravo.
They don't write shit like we write shit. You
know them. Yeah. Okay, let's do blocks. I believe I'm evens. It's my turn to go first.
Okay.
I'm going to block Angelica. She is not a fun time. out of all the Les Miserables.
Even if she's right that they're incestual, like you're bringing down the party.
Listen, here's the thing. They could be doing incest. I'm not trying to hear about incest right now, okay? I'm 12 shots deep, and I got my tongue down Venus's throat. I don't care about incest.
I'm watching the gaze between Marcus and Venus, wondering if sparks are flying.
You could tell me that these cousins fuck, and I wouldn't give a shit at this point in time.
It's like, as long as I don't have to see it, I don't care.
Yeah, if they're not fucking in front of me, hey.
It's behind a paywall. There's a barrier between me and the incest.
I got a one-track mind at this point, and right now, we're having fun, and you just want us all to fight. That's it. You're going to bring this up, so we all fight, and you ruin our good time, and I just can't be behind that.
You know what? In this episode is proof that we don't need people fighting for it to be interesting. Like, I need Bravo, and like, especially the housewives, to take it back a notch. Like, having fun is entertaining.
Having fun isn't hard. When you've got
kissing cousins,
kissing cousins, when you have a gaze from Marcus to Venus, that's all you need. Okay, who are you blocking?
I'm gonna give it to Kim because she's the only one I feel like didn't really show up this episode.
I forgot she was here.
I only know because her and Marcus are back together.
I forgot she was here. Okay, accepted. This is a one-time thing only. I got to give it to Demy. She is so miserably funny.
Amazing.
I was cracking up with her.
And mine's Marcus. I'm glad we had separate people. This was incredible. Thank you so much for your service.
But they were both insanely hilarious. They in their own fucking way.
And you know what it was?
What?
They supported every scene. They bounced, like, every other scene had one of them popping off.
Yeah. They worked well off each other. Demi's, we got to get back to work. And then that gave Marcus the opportunity to be very funny.
Right back down.
Yeah, because without Demy, it wouldn't have been as funny. It's funny to think Demy just walked away and he was like,
That's so true. Demy trying to manage the group, aka just Marcus's sobriety levels, incredible.
Yeah, because she did it twice. Yeah. And then her being just miserable at this street. I love her miserable. And then she's like, hey, let's breathalyze ourselves. Oh my God.
Let's go, honey.
Marcus was great. He's like, I'm going to get a kiss. I'm going to go check if Kevin wants to come to the bar. That's a real fucking homie.
Amen.
You know what I mean? He forgot about Kim. That's what made him so great.
They're back together, so of course he forgot about her.
That's true. I hope they stay together the whole time because I cannot have Kim near Marcus anymore. And Demy wasn't near Kim. That's the sauce.
You know what?
That's the sauce, baby.
Kim being forgotten equals amazing episode.
Oh my God. The sauce is we gotta uncast Kim. That's
Get her off. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, this was the best episode. Do all the things. I'm not excited for next week because it's not going to be this fun.
It's not going to be the same, but this gave me hope that, like, if this cast gets a second season, this kind of magic could continue.
I hope they know if for any reason they ever speak to us and is like, any advice on our season 2,
get Kim off my
rewatch episode 8. That was your gold spot. And listen to us talking about it because this is what we love. We've watched 12 fucking seasons, 11 seasons at this point, okay? We know this show, and this was, you don't always need scandal. Sometimes you just need to work a little, be miserable, and then eat some sandwiches. That was also so funny. It was Demy being like, no, it's a pulled pork sandwich. I'm so sorry. She was so good. Oh, okay, do all the things, and we will be back next episode. And with that, love ya.
Thanks for joining. Bye.